בוקר טוב וראש חודש טוב ומבורך. So nice to see you, Amno. Thank you. So we said yesterday, Harsha'a, to give someone to take over your case and let him fight for you. Me'arav, that's not the best thing to do. Okay? Okay. So Omer, the fifth line. אבל האיש השלם שהוא אוהב שלום ורודף שלום לא יובל להיכנס בתיגר זה על בצע הכסף וכדומה להרחיק ממנו אוהב ורע. Says the person, don't take a job that you're gonna earn enemies for no reason. If you in your job, you know, people owe you money and you go ahead to fight to get your money back, that's okay. But I'm saying to get involved in other people's problem, so then you take his enemies to you, that's not smart.
That's this job. That's
again,
job.
Even if
no,
again, no. אומר האיש אוהב השלום, שהוא אוהב שלום, השלם, אוהב שלום ורודף שלום, לא יובל להיכנס בתיגר זה על בצע הכסף. Don't get involved. So even if you're getting money for that, you're just going to earn enemies. Yes.
To buy a house on a short sale or a foreclosure auction, it sounds like this, right? The idea is that I am buying the other guy's debt. When we buy notes, it's a
קודם כל, יש גמרא בסוטה, על זה מדברת that's not the best thing to do. But לא בגלל זה. Because every time he sees that house that you live in, curses you. I don't know if curses you.
Yeah, but he doesn't live there. He probably is one of his investments.
It's not dafka by a Jew?
The guy lost his house.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What do you mean
He
bought the house with the guy.
I once asked the rabbi.
The guy that sold the house.
That's the rabbi. Did I know someone used to have?
He didn't sell it. He lost the house.
He lost the house because he didn't have money to pay.
Yes, I understand that.
So he's going to go every time. Listen,
every time he's going to go
fast, he's going to have in a house. He lost his money over there.
On the house, but the guy that bought it doesn't live there.
Guys,
Other part. So I had a friend. He passed away. He used to do business with the bank. So any foreclosures before he went to the market, he used to buy from the bank straight. So I went to ask the rabbi, it's not שאדם לא ייכנס לכזה ביזנס. שמעתי לרב, אבל זה אנשים שעושים, that's their business. אמר לי, ואף על פי כן, חכמים לא ראו בזה דבר טוב.
איזה בחינה?
חיבור עומד במסכת סוטה, that before they used to go to the war, they used to say, ומי האיש אשר בנה בית חדש ולא חנכו. So that pasuk the Gemara brings down, don't buy a house for foreclosure. Shouldn't. Lama, the Baal of Bait, every time the one who sold the house, he passes by, it's him. And left shelo ochel. So I told the rabbi, I have, people, that's the business. It didn't change his mind. That's not the best thing to do.
And going doesn't matter. If it's going, should go in them.
כי אתה קונה בדבר שבעלים על אוצר.
Even if it relates to Jew, non-Jew,
it didn't make any difference. You're buying something that somebody
lost.
Imagine, I'll give you an example. Just imagine someone, he lost his kid, and now he has, he had new suits and new clothing, and now, he sells it. I mean, he has no choice, so someone comes, can I buy the suits from, that you have in the closet? It's like a shazoti. Okay, so that's not
a mitzvah to help a person like that?
Yeah, you can help him.
Mitzvah
keep him in the house.
To keep him in the house, not to take him out of the house. It's a mitzvah zoti edan.
I'm about the suit, not the house. The house I understand.
It's a different
place to live.
It's the same idea.
The guy has a couple of suits and he wants to make some money. He wants to sell his suits.
He's not doing it
Don't
because
buy
he
them?
wants to.
I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm telling you the feeling
I understand the feeling.
Okay?
So I should stay away from a person like that.
I'm not saying, I say staying away. I wanted to explain
I shouldn't buy
the
a suit from a
feelings.
guy like
No,
that.
I didn't.
His feelings?
No, the Gemara does not mention about the suits. The Gemara mentions about the house.
You're just gonna.
But I'm just trying to give you an example of the feelings that people have.
And if it's out foreclosure, if the guy needs to sell his house because he doesn't want to lose it,
Okay.
That's something
That's
else.
not foreclosure. He makes also a little profit too.
not necessarily.
Okay, but it's not foreclosure. It's all different. It's a big difference.
Why is it only specific by house? I feel like anything legal, there's going to be two sides, and the other side is going to be negative and always have like something in their heart against the other side.
I don't know specific what you're talking. A house is not a shoot, not a choose. A house is something that people lived.
And you constantly see it.
And but that's the way it's. Mishu here now, Mishu. I'm not going to mention his name. And 20 years ago and so, we used to, more than 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I was a Kesef Tov, and he had a house on East 17, between, I think, S&T. He used to live there. וקיצור, החיים שלו הלכו, הסתבכו, he got messed up his life, whatever. He sold. I don't know if he sold, because he lived in that house. Either he sold the house or he had the option to buy the house 30 years ago, pennies. And because of his marriage, it was a whole mess with it, so he didn't. Well, he sold it, not if he sold it, or he was renting, he was about to buy. I used to walk with him to the shul on Shabbat, and every time we used to pass by, you see this house, says, you see this house, it was supposed to be mine. It's a little funny, Always when he sees that specific house on E17, and he had to, I don't know, I think he did own it, but he had to sell it for whatever reason. It was a koev. It's more than 20 something years. And still, imagine having this house today, 5-6 million. Yeah.
That's not Ein Hara? Unintentionally Ein Hara?
I don't think it's an Ein Hara, but the guy that passes by, it causes ogumat nefesh.
Because it causes him pain,
So
you should have no part in it.
So the Gemara says, you shouldn't be a cause of
Other people's pain.
other people's pain.
Okay, but everybody, the guy gets divorced, gets something, he has to sell the house. So he sold it. So now he sold it, he's going to come after him. So
If
what did
it's
you
profit-
do? You didn't do wrong. You didn't do
No,
nothing wrong.
You want to sell it and you can make profit fine about foreclosure. It's a big difference.
Foreclosure, but this guy wasn't foreclosure. He had an issue.
He's giving you.
Why היה צריך למכור את זה בזול? בוא נגיד
Yeah.
ככה.
Okay, he had to sell it cheap.
Today,
But it's not the
It's
foreclosure.
feeling.
Still
It's
paying.
feeling.
when somebody goes into foreclosure, usually even though somebody buys that debt, right, and acquires it, they don't really need to move out. They can say, you know what, you're beat, I'm staying here. So then sometimes you have to pay them to get out.
They still lose.
In New York, it's very common to hear these questions, but
It's true. I mean, they have to pay them to get out, because otherwise they're going to stay there for the whole life. Whatever, 3 years.
yeah, but at the end of the day, we're asking about the idea, not if you have such a case that you buy, you got to buy more for them. I'm asking you, that's.
I mean,
Well,
it
stay away. But again, Richie, this is off topic. We're talking about over here, but not a house. We're talking about that you taking, let's say, somebody owes him money, and I tell him, I said, but out, let me handle this case. I take the case and I'm fighting against you. I'm fighting.
That's foreclosure, no? That he owes the bank and I'm taking the space.
I am not talking about houses.
Talking about
I'm
anything.
talking about I become him.
A lawyer.
And it's a sense, more like a lawyer, and I'm fighting you. Now, why do I fight you? For him?
I don't need his problems.
No, for
Huh?
yourself.
I don't need his problems.
You don't need his enemies.
Fair. So what he says is you're just earning enemies for no reason. Stay away. לא צריך את זה בכלל.
If one guy from parties asks you, I don't know how to deal with this guy. Maybe I'm too nervous. I need your help. Come in, help me to deal with this guy.
אין בעיה to deal together. אבל פה הרשעה,
Uh,
he's out, and now you're fighting the whole time. זה לא חכם.
He's a weak guy. No, he's a weak guy. He can't do it.
That's why
You're
I-
getting an enemy, but you're doing a hesed. Guy wouldn't get the money on his own.
תלמד, אל תעשה כזה חסד.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not buying
Not a
his
good
nose.
case.
לא, אני
Yeah.
stay away.
Yeah, but this
Even
case,
still,
not
let the guy-
buying
I mean,
his
it's not your
nose.
problem.
This case is-
It's not your problem.
You gotta be a little, sometimes you gotta be a little selfish. I do not want to earn any enemies.
The case of the rabbi.
הבנת? אני רוצה להגיד לכם, you know, I want to teach you a line from the Rabbi Eliezer Shalom. Shimon Albert, I want to teach you a line from the Rabbi Eliezer Shalom. There was a father who told his son, don't speak to this and this uncle. And also, don't talk to this and this Peloni Almoni. So he came to the rabbi to ask him, do I have to listen to my father? I don't have to listen to him. הלכה, זה לא פשוט.
כן, כן.
הלכה, מה הדין?
כן.
So the rabbi told him, listen to the words, his line. אבא מוריש כסף לבניו. אבא לא מוריש את השונאים שלו לבנים, כי יהיה לו שונאים משלו. Let me explain. A father lives over his kids' money. A father should not leave his enemies to his kids because his son, he has his own enemies. He doesn't need a ירושה של שונאים של האבא.
Inheritance.
הבנתם?
Again,
The father should leave money to the kids. Don't leave enemies. יש כאלו הורים מטומטמים.
nothing to do.
They don't leave any money for the kids, but they got a bunch of enemies everywhere. With this guy, you can get messed up, and this store, and this uncle, and this aunt, and this brother-in-law. They get about the normally. And the remiss was, you don't have to listen to your father. לא צריך. אתה מוריש לו שונאים.
In that case, would you go in front of your father and speak to your uncle?
צריך להיות חכם ולא מטומטם.
Right, so you do it, but you don't let him know. Like you said,
זה-
you're not listening.
לפעמים גם כן כשאבא אומר לך, I don't want you to talk to him, כי באמת הבן אדם הזה רע. So he wants to prevent you. אתה לא רוצה להקשיב, תאכל אותה.
It's going to be between the son. Say he's invited you.
צריך-
His uncle invited you to his wedding, or is the son of his bar mitzvah.
צריך להיות
And you
חכם.
have to go.
ישאל רב, צריך
כן.
להיות חכם, צריך, החיים האלו, you want to live life, you have to be smart. Don't try to be right, try to be smart. מי שרוצה להיות צודק, בסוף מפסיד. תהיה חכם. לא זה. In any event, the rabbi says over here, so לא ייכנס בתגר, don't get involved in any fight that you're going to earn an enemy. אל תיכנס לתגר, לוויכוח, שאתה תיכנס לפה, למצב that you're going to earn enemies. בשביל מה? I want to put out. ככה צריך להיות. ובפרט, התלמידי חכמים צריכים להיזהר מאוד, כמו שצריכים להיזהר בכל ענייניהם, ביותר ייזהרו בזה. Especially תלמידי חכמים, be very careful not to get תלמיד חכם, he is the perfect person that people go to him to help too many problems. What's going to happen is you're going to leave him all your garbage and he's going to have to deal with your garbage that has nothing to do with him. בסוף הוא קיבל את האויבים ואת כל your enemies. צריכים מאוד מאוד להיזהר. אוקיי? I'm skipping to the אי לזאת. דבר המתחיל אי לזאת, התלמיד החכם שהוא יראה את השם, יביא לכל חללת העלמה, לא ייכנס בתגר זה. Tells you, תלמיד החכם, even if they pay you the whole money in the world, don't get involved in these things. ודורשי השם לא יחזרו כל טוב. It's money, don't worry. You're not going to miss anything. אמנם, however, יש אופנים שאי אפשר לומר ונקה מלהיות מרושע. Sometimes you cannot just walk away. You gotta get, you have to get involved. When? כגון, אם אביו ואחיו הולכים לארץ ישראל, if his parents or his brother went to Israel, והניחו מעותן מת אחרים, and they left their money to other people, שצריך לפקח על עסקיהם, their business, his house, but so you need someone to rent the house to collect the money, you have business, you need someone to collect the money. In such a case, you don't say, I don't want to get involved. No, you do, you have to, you have no choice. If you're not going to take care of your father's properties and real estate or business or your brothers, who's going to take care? בוודאי שצריך לעשות, ואפילו אם איש זר הולך לארץ ישראל, Sometimes you have this, a friend, he knows, he lives in Israel, and he has no relatives, and he has a couple of houses that he wants to rent. He comes to you, can you please go be the one to collect all the rents and be involved? Why should I collect all your rents? Why should I get involved with people, with your tenants? I don't want to get messed up. So, ואפילו אם איש זר הולך לארץ ישראל ואין לו קרובים לסמוך עליהם, ואינו מוצא איש הגון שפקח על עסקה במקום שאין אנשים, חיוב הרם לעשות חסד גדול כזה לזכות נפש מישראל שילך לארץ הקדושה. He says, if you can help him, why not? He needs, he doesn't have anybody else.
No charge.
Huh?
No charge.
Charge, why not?
Commission ימין?
בוודאי, למה לא?
אבא לבן לא, אבל somebody else.
למה אבא לבן לא? אבא לבן הכי טוב, זה הכי טוב.
The best way.
You can't charge your
It's
father.
expensive.
It's the same thing.
No, if
You
want-
cannot
father
charge
wants
the
to
father,
pay.
but the father should offer the kid.
You want to give.
אני לא מבין את זה.
Come on.
אתה רוצה להביא לכסף אחרי החיים?
לא, אבל...
So give him what כשאתה חי.
But your father is he's telling you to take care of his businesses. You're
למה לא? ברוך השם.
Commission?
You're not charging, your father's going to give you.
Maybe he didn't. So what, I should go and cut. He asked about pay cut. He asked about commission. Right?
חביבי,
Let's start with me. Okay.
ילד יכול, ילד
I
יכול,
thank God I'm not your son.
ילד יכול לבקש מאבא, 100%. ודאי שיכול לבקש מאבא כזה דבר. And the father should be happy to give his son. Very happy. You know why he should be happy? Anyway, he's going to get the money. So don't you want to give him while you're alive and you can see the פירות? לא מאמן, אמן, צריך לעשות בלי אמן.
עשינו כבר.
אבל לא, תמשיך עוד.
עשינו כבר.
תמשיך עוד, אין לזה שם.
95% of the
If the
community
Hatorah-
What do you mean?
95% of the community doesn't give their someone else. They should work.
I don't mind the work.
What do you mean?
No,
They
tell
build
the
houses
kids to
for
work,
them and they
you
do
know?
things in the
I
house.
don't mind the work. I don't mind the work. I'm pro that they get to work. But give him money also, help him. And
Of course they do.
my
Not everybody, but they do.
A lot don't.
A lot do also.
my wife's grandfather, Alav Shalom, he gave me a nice check, nice big check to the wedding.
Who's this?
Rebbitz's grandfather
Grandfather? Still alive?
passed away. לא מצטער שהוא נפטר ככה אין כסף, don't worry.
Rabbi, you cashed it? Yeah? Kidding.
And he gave me 2 checks. One when I got engaged and one at the wedding. Very nice check. I think it was the biggest check.
Let's go, Rabbi.
And when he gave me the check, he said a line. I'll never forget this.
Man.
Tells me, I know that you kids gonna eat all my money. So just let me enjoy to see how you guys do with my money.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let me enjoy, see how you guys do with my money. Meaning, אני יודע שאתה יכול לקחת את הכסף, but why you guys take the money after I'm 120
And fight.
and fight? Or you don't forget about fight.
Fight.
I'm not
I didn't
gonna
see it.
I'm not gonna see it.
Not get benefit.
At least now I see. I enjoy seeing my granddaughter. She's building a home. And she was doing great. That is a line that this line you'll never forget.
במעידה, אתה אמרנו שאסור לכתוב את הנכסים על...
הוא לא כתב את הבתים שלו עליי ולא על אשתי, אל תדאג.
אבל
הביא
אתה
כסף.
טובה. הוא נתן מתנה
הביא
טובה.
מתנה, שחלך תבנה בית בעזרת השם. He was happy. זה חכם. every time אמרנו, נו, מה קורה? He wanted to see it. You move, ברוך השם. He was happy to see that the money that he earned, it goes to his grandchildren, and the money, it goes to good places. Omali, I want to enjoy my money. איזה משפט חכם. אנשים, they collect. לאיפה הולך? לאן? לריב? אתה לא רואה בסוף. אתה מבין, ככה, I told her the line. הרב היה אומר, let me bury the money, and not the money, bury me. שמעתם את זה? But me, when I take the money and I give to the kids and to this grandson, to this son-in-law, to this daughter-in-law, אני קובר את הכסף. Why should he bury me? הבנתם את זה? צריך להיות חכם. תמשיך הלאה. So now he says, so message one we learned, don't get involved in places that you're going to earn yourself enemies. Second, we learned that the Hacham, stay away from these problems. 3, when you have no choice, if your father or a brother goes to, he moves and he needs people to run his business, go do it, Hesed. Or your friend that has no family has to go and you need someone to be the one to collect the rent, תעשה, למה לא? זה חסד גדול. ואני לא אומר, I don't want to get involved, I don't want to earn this tenant, is gonna hate me. לא, זה חסד. שם אני לא אומר, I don't want to get involved. מחר בעזרת השם, נלמדו. בואו נסכם את זה. Another case, he brings down apotropos. Apotropos is when you have a father, unfortunately, who passed away, and you have little orphans at the home, yatomim. So you need someone to fight. So to keep the money, people shouldn't come and eat their money. In such a case, get involved, fight for them because nobody is there to fight for them. So sikum, when it's not your business, don't get involved and earn enemies. When there's a case that someone needs your help, or it's such a case that you have orphans, צריכים עזרה, בוודאי שמצווה להיכנס לכזה דבר, ואל תגיד, I don't want to get involved, I don't want enemies. לא, מצווה להציל את הילדים האלו. חודש טוב ומבורך.
חנניה בן הקשה אומר.